Okay, I'm back with y'all. What's this, Virgo? Virgo reading. Then we go to the air sign. We're gonna put the water signs last. So yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta wait. Master our emotions patiently. Ah, alright. Anywho, let's see what's going on for Virgo. What's y'all animal signs and spirits, animal totems, animal guides, or what could be you resonate with. I think they got like tests and stuff like that for animal spirits and things like that, but you can figure it out. Whichever one resonates with you, really reflects with you. So, cheetah. Is that a cheetah? Oh, that's a wolf. Ooh. Rabbit. And the sea serpent. Yes, that's got something to do with which one it is. I forgot which one it is. Anywho. Ooh, you got the unicorn. The unicorn, something to do with a chakra. I don't want to take all these. You got cosmic egg, eagle, and the moth. Let me lift that up like that. Yeah, you got cosmic egg. Let's see, let me lift that up like that. Okay, you got cosmic egg. I need to flip the camera though. Cosmic egg, eagle, and the moth. Ooh, I like the unicorn though. But the unicorn is reversed. And you got the horse on the bottom of the deck. Horse, that is the earth energy trading on certain places. This is y'all energy within itself. You may want to look that up. But you got unicorn, beaver, cosmic egg, eagle, and the moth. I'll tell you about that moth getting to not knowing. It gives me that shit. Why I get to this point and I start acting like this? It's because I ate and I'm stuffed. Sorry, but the unicorn, you hear me say, it is about this mystical beings of being able to see, to believe, being able to go within, like, challenge all those different types of things and how you view life in those instances. You hear me say the beaver is reversed. The beaver has something to do with the water type energy. You hear me say, especially when it comes to emotion type basis. So they kind of do something with faith or how you view certain things. We're going to read the cosmic egg. I told y'all the eagle, well, no, my bad, that's a different video. The eagle is like a part of the it's a part of the scorpionic type energy, to where it is a part of the ascension process before it rises into the phoenix. At this point, you hear me say it has burned down, but it is rising. So you know it has to burn down again until it actually reaches upon its phoenix process to be able to actually ascend. So this is like there, but it's in reverse though. And they also, that is air. So it could be thoughts, emotions, all those different types of things. What was on the bottom of the deck? Nah, that was that. I told y'all the sea serpent that was trying to come out. That is the second chakra. It really is though. Like they got something to do with the second chakra. Boom. It does. And that's your sacral chakra. I'm trying to get to the cosmic egg. I think that's like the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. Because the golden egg is the heart. It got something to do with the throat, speaking, or the mind. Whichever one. But I think it's the mind, though. Yes. Oh, you got unicorn. The unicorn, you hear me say, that's a part of the 6th chakra. That's like the higher wisdom, the divinity. You hear me say that's just a belief in faith, being able to recognize. You hear me say higher self. Then you go into the cosmic egg, which is the crown chakra. So it's kind of like, what do you think? What goes on within the mind? So let's see. Let's read this one. Completion, harmony, infinite is in infinite within and the finite. I think it's supposed to put without, but we're going to say that. The cosmic egg is the final card of the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of the cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time. And through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness of spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted when the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated. We may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness. Its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmented pieces of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written in the beginning, that we had to hold on to life and live, and life holds on to us. The journey is completed, but it does not end. Ooh-wee. I don't know how to say this S word, y'all. I know it says it's the crown, it's the sock, whatever it is. But we're going to get out there, though. It is. Y'all probably like, I can't read, but I can read, or whatever the case may be. But, yeah, that's just it, though. It's all about the consciousness. You hear me say it could be the consciousness of emotions and inner self. Especially, you hear me say, with the trying to conquer it, trying to master it, especially with that Scorpio energy. Like the loner type. Like being able to secretly... It just gives me like secretly trying to go higher and ascend and all those different types of things. Consciously awaken within self and honoring the emotions. This is where the moth is almost to the flame, where it's kind of like a rising, but it has color. Like most moths that we think of moths is just brown or whatever the case may be. You rarely see moths with colors that sometimes can be mistaken for a butterfly if you look at it, but it's just the two wings. So it's all about how you view it in life. So let's see what's going on, though. What's going on within the mind, or what is happening at this moment. What you got, the unicorn, though? Remember, that is for your 6th chakra. I like this, though. High Priestess and the 8 of Wands. That's kind of like being honest. Like, I like that, though. That's kind of like honesty. Even though it's secretive, but it's like honesty with self and awareness. Like, slowly becoming to that place of wholeness. Or divinity. Because the card does speak about divinity, divine order, protection, faith, spirituality, and all those different types of things. Different dates, different meanings, you know. It is what it is. So let's see what's going on. These was already shuffled. I just reshuffle them again. So let's go. Last thing. Ooh. Two of Swords. Knight of Swords. Ooh. 2 of Cups. Ooh, let's go. Damn. You got the Sun. Ooh. Hangman and the Ace of Pentacles. Hangman. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again. Look at that. It was just reversed. But it came out upright. How I feel. It's crazy. Well. I'm pushing that up. King of Pentacles. Chariot. Y'all was listening to my Taurus reading. This is why I said. Ooh, you'll see why I said I'd be a little hesitant when it comes to the Virgo readings. Wheel of Fortune. I've been having dreams. I just need one more. God damn. Oh shit. Ooh. 7 of Clubs. I'm all cried out. It just gives me burnt out. I'm saying, like, burnt out type of energy. Trying everything till you can't try no more. The moth type energy. Not recognizing your worth or light or being or seeing what it is. Or, like, tried, true, and tested and feeling like something is not working out to that ability. But they say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. But you got the 7 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Boom. Let's see what's here, though. You got 7 of Cups, 6 of Wands, Page of Swords. Here we go. 2 of Pentacles. It could be matters of the heart or situations that's really unknown. It's kind of like stress, being forced into decision making, not being able to find your voice or inner voice, because the High Priestess came out reversed this time. So it's like not being able to find your own sense of voice in this time, like stress situation, the forced opinion situation, trying to make someone see your sense of reality, or it could be guilt conscious and all those different types of things, like thinking of certain things that going into things have cocked because of pressure or situations, or you feel like you needed some sense of light but it didn't help. Own it to burn yourself out emotionally and recognize, like, was this really worth it? Boom. Don't know who that's for, but let's go. I'm missing a card right here. Wait a minute, I'm missing one. Oh shit, I didn't need that many. I just need one for that. Hair front, that's what I said. Tyra's reading may resonate with y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. If it's about marriages or relationships or that earth sign energy interacting with people, so that message may resonate with y'all just a little bit more. Okay, so over here, you're gonna say overall energy, you got 4 swords. That's the energy of never letting nothing go, holding things over people's head, or stress or stressful matters, not knowing how to let things go, thinking too much clearly about the thought process, or it could be certain things that you have done. Guilt, you hear me say the remorse. 9 of swords, energy of a person, stress or unwantedness, like restlessness, like needing a sense of peace, where you hear me say that divinity, the unicorn, was reversed. So it's kind of like in that mind of, it's kind of like when it comes to you and speaking matters, or feeling that no, it's the pineal gland, like being the third eye, being able to see things. You hear me say the consciousness, being honest, like what do you perceive in life as real or what is not? Like, how has your foundation been built? What do you need to be happy? Does it really make you happy? Is things in life really fulfilling for you to be able, for you to be whole and full? That's what I'm trying to say. Shit, my bad, y'all. I told you I'm full as a tick. But you got the Sun, you got the Knight of Swords, and this is the Ace of Swords here. So I like this though, like positively, or you hear me say trying to start out something new, especially with learning. But the Knight of Swords is running that way, and it's kind of running away from if it's a contract or speaking or doing this job. But it's also about learning. You hear me say, coming out of the apprentice type mode, ready to be, in a sense, like preparing for the Kingsman type ship. But it's running away from the sword, or it's took the sword and ran with it. Like, took the sword and ran with it in a sense of happiness. It could be communication. It could be certain things when you hear me say for its marriages, or understanding for its the teaching aspect when it comes to the Hierophant energy. To gain some sort of control or emotional control. Like, that's what kind of gives me, though. Especially with this 5 of Swords. Yeah. Like, that's what it is. It's kind of like being at a standstill. Like, this is what it is. It's kind of like somebody passed the torch, or you waiting to pass the torch, or you waiting for some sign of communication. But it does give me like somebody took something and ran with it. That's what it kind of gives me, though. So like somebody took something and ran with it. I'm a little biased, y'all, because I told y'all it's whew. I'm just being honest. I gotta get it out. I'm a little biased because I know somebody who is like this. Like, they take everything somebody says and not in a space of being conscious. Like, you hear me say from the pineal gland, seeing things from different perspectives. And you hear me say earth signs can suffer from empathy and understanding always, especially with the Virgo energy, needing to be like the servitude attitude, and a mutable sign always having to adjust in that moment, because being a mutable sign, always knowing how to adapt and adjust to different environments. They can project this onto others unwantedly. So when they hit like the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords energy, they be at the 5 of Swords, and they recognize that like truths are being exposed. Reality is here. It's no more fighting. You're like at a standstill, and it's like what used to work does not work anymore. And the reason why I say this is because right with that good old goddamn Hangman, caught up in situations, tying up loose ends. Like, this is the need to tie up loose ends, letting go of certain things that, like, this is being in a position, especially with that night, where you hear me say somebody took a sword or some sort of, when it comes to communicating or communicative matters, took it off with something with no regards of a situation and had to deal with the blowback of it. Yep. And then you hear me say, this is about empathism. Like, this is over time. If you constantly get into a situation, or you constantly in situations like this, somebody is like, I don't care. Like, that's what it kind of gives me, though. So to see somebody where it's like a cat going to a tree, and you call the fire department, and they're like, oh, my cat. And then it's like, after a while, it's like, look, lady, forget you and that cat. Because this is the King of Pentacles and the Chariot type energy. That's why I said this is that being stubborn, rooted in a sense of energy and being fulfilled. It could be for money. Nope. It could be, you hear me say, contractual type obligations or situations, especially when it comes to money or the monetary gain to win, to feel self-fulfilled, or trying to the Justin, the virgin type energy, where you hear me talk about the Cancerian energy, the nurturing, the loving, doing everything for everybody else, and then get mad and be passive aggressive when you don't get it back to them. Oh, that is so weird when you talk about that Cancerian energy. Like, this is what they do. Like, water signs, and it's probably what it is if you don't got water in your chart, or suffering with emotional type matters, trying to understand from an empathetic point. It's kind of like, yeah, that's what you may be doing when it comes to the emotions. So that's why the hangman is here, and it's saying like, hey, you need to check your actions. It's not everybody else. Sometimes you got to go within. But you got the Page of Pentacles here. You hear me say that dishonesty, lack of common sense, not thinking properly when it comes to certain things. Like, yes, that's why I say, you see how we went from a Knight to a Page, and then we're going to go to the King of Wands, which is upright, gaining a sense of control, right? So you got Ace of Pentacles. Like, look at that. The hand is faced this way. Like, if you're looking at it for you on the camera, it's this way. But when I turn it around to me, it's the other way. So, yes. That's why I said it's kind of like somebody keep doing the same thing and somebody like, no. No. I'm saying it's like, no. Because this Ace of Pentacles, you hear me say a helping hand or offering assistance, it's going that way. It's kind of like you may have missed the opportunity, or you're conjuring up the same thing to get a sense of an opportunity, because you got the King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Wands back is turned to the badness. So this could be somebody watching you, or you could be watching somebody else from this perspective. I don't know if somebody has fire energy in their chart, but they kind of like, this could be the energy around you or something, or someone, and somebody looking like, man, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, they back is turned to this because the High Priestess is here. The High Priestess is here, or whatever the case may be, and she's reversed. She's reversed. So in this type of moment, like, this could be a situation that somebody does, you hear me say, like, telling people things that they should not know, like revealing a sense of certain truths. Well, it could be somebody that does something over time for an unwanted amount of attention. Like, I'm telling you, like, I was just talking about this in the car. We was talking about feminine energies, how feminine energies think it's okay to not be, and it doesn't matter the sex, but always thinking that it's okay to do everything for a sense of attention with no remorse of anybody else. And then when the masculine or the need to take control be like, I don't got time for it. And that's when somebody's like, well, no. And it's like, no, you got to look within. So that's when it comes to the unicorn, the beaver, the cosmic egg, and the moth, where it seems like somebody's burning themselves out. You got aqua energy, Aquarius. Page of Wands. No, it's not Aquarius, but I'm just saying matters of the heart, enlightenment. Ooh. Two of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. I don't like this though. Let me tell you why I don't like this. When I see the Six of Wands, because it's all about the things that's not being shed a light on. Like, maybe when it comes to certain actions and situations of people. But the Six of Wands is really the people around you who entice you. Like, girl, go on, have that drink. And you know you don't need to drink. Or, girl, go on, spend it. You get paid Friday, but you didn't think about you needed gas. And they ain't going to help you with gas. Girl, go on, do that. Like, I don't like the Six of Wands. Because those people, you hear me say that, think about, like, they're just, like, this is here, like, the Star and the Page of Wands, you hear me say the humanitarianism, like, that act of caring for other people, like, wastefulness, usefulness when it comes to certain things, like, you hear me say, look at that, like, that's taking from a pond, pouring into a pond, like, why would you swoop that up, pour that back into your own pond, and then take the other one and pour out? That is the weirdest thing. So it's, like, problematic behaviors with action, and especially when it comes to attentive wise, when we talk about the feminine energy and with that being on this card, to where it's talk about the birthing aspect and being one with self and whole in a sense of nature, where we're talking about earth signs, so your roots. So it's like this, where you hear me say somebody has a problem when it comes to them and their own actions, or dealing with attentive type matters, and again with self, because it's kind of like when it comes to the attention or getting the attention, whoo, I'm sorry if I'm coming up like this, it's no well thought out plan. Like this is burnt out resources. So it's like over time accumulating. Like you can't juggle. It's kind of like that's serving two masters. It's kind of like the people who used to enable you are not good resources. Let me just say that. And then the people who was for it, they was on the latter end. So it wasn't the attention wise that was giving, knowing what to give what to who. So that's what it kind of gives me though. That's why I say I don't like this 6 of Wands energy. I don't like it. I'm telling you, I really don't. Ooh, look at this 9 of Wands. Some of y'all may be defensive or like, ooh, shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Feeling like you're standing on your last leg. Like, look at that. Like, ooh, I need to catch my breath. I just need a moment. That's kind of gives me like standing on my last leg. Ooh. Then you got Capricorn energy, which is the devil. A sense of control. You hear me say that could be, especially with the crown, the mind, that could be like psychological issues. And not even sense of a psychological issues, but it could be learned behaviors, binding, long-term type situations or whatever the case may be. Like this is a sense of control and bondage. Somebody could be a masochist or whatever the case may be, like an emotional masochist where a person is so addicted to a sense of emotional pain to where it's like self-sabotaging energy, to where it's kind of like nothing can ever make them happy because that's their job. So it's kind of hard, dude. So it's kind of like, yeah. So trying to get them to pry open is kind of very defensive. And it's kind of like, you know, I'm going to just deal. Yeah, I'm going to deal. This is the night. You hear me say every night in the apparent of earth energy, it goes to the other way. It like goes to the opposite position or whatever the case may be. It's like, yeah, I'm about to deal. I got what I wanted. And this is what it may seem like when you be with people or instance of the 6 of Wands, where it seems like people may come to you to get things. But if it's the control and the inability to be able to open in the emotional masochist, I'm going to get what I want and I'm going to dip too. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like if I know you're going to fuss, you're going to cuss, but you still going to help. I'm going to come get that at the end of the day and I'm going to leave you by yourself. And I'm going to keep coming when I need something. Like that's where the 6 of Wands, you hear me say, it's not facing this way, my way. It's going the opposite way. It's like everybody's going the opposite way in the midst of someone's just sitting here. And they're like, oh, well, you straight. Like, that's how somebody looks at it. You good. The world. That's what I said. That's how people may view you. Or you may need to go higher. Where you hear me talk about this ego energy being able to ascend and go higher. To where you're able to understand, and like when you thinking, it's thinking of reflection upon the actions, not using logical aspects for the emotion. That's what it is. It's like emotions are there to be felt, then to be able to understand. That's why I said, yeah, not for that, but it's like, woo, girl. Girl is gender neutral, by the way. You could be man, woman, child, or boy, or girl, and I will still call you a girl. Okay, you got Judgment and the Magician. That's what it is. It's kind of like some trying to get some spiritual awakening. If you've been to the blog or you seen the Humbling, where that is the Hermit energy. Even though it could be number 6, though, that could be, you hear me say, -6 is that energy where somebody could be easily. We talked about that, being trampled over, being easy to submit to controlling type energies to the point where you end up being controlling. Like, yes, that's another control card. That's like, oh, I need all this to go together because I need it. Like trying to tell like the divine or higher being, whatever you believe in. It's like, no, I need to take my ex-lover. I need to take this. And it's like, I know that can't come with you. You know how like the Egyptians, how they used to bury all that stuff with them back in the day? Like, it is so funny how they used to take they jewels and everything and with them, and they get somebody to curse the casket because they feel like they could take it with them in the afterlife. Like, that's that type of energy. I can take this. I need this. It's weird. I need this. And I'm telling you, it just gives me an energy. 6 of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. It's like a relationship over time with you and self that has been so self-fulfilling that over time to where you have to give in order to be pleased. I'm telling you, this reminds me of a dude I know. I'm telling you, this dude is just like this. This is so weird. And always, I'm telling you, he's like so if this is you, I'm sorry. But he's like this, and you hear me say, in being in a relationship or just trying to coexist with somebody like that, it's kind of like you got to get out your own way. So you don't know how or what to deal with a person like this. Because you would say it's like an emotional masochist. Sorry. So you may be doing this or something you may have to deal with when it comes to restraint and self-control. And that when it comes to self-control, it tries to control the environment of others and situations. That it's like, you see the people hitting their head, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I fucked up, that type of energy over and over and over again. But it's no sense of self-reflection. That's what it is. Or seeking a sense of help. So it's like somebody's constantly hitting their head like, I'm sorry, I messed up. Like that type of energy. And it's just like, and somebody saying, well, just don't do it again. But you don't know how not to do it again. That's the problem. So when it comes to you thinking and trying to figure out, oh, this is my emotions. This is my emotions. This is my emotions. And I'm trying to understand. You hear me say, what is going on? It's just like here. This is the emotional accountability returning, trying to use a sense of logic, communicating and understand. Like you may try to reach out to a person, may try to go do the same thing. Well, let me go this. I know this in the past. Let me do this. Like constantly trying to save something that isn't worth saving. Like that's kind of like used to remember. If anybody watch, what's that movie? What does the show used to be called? ER. It used to come on TNT before it got off. And you would see how some people be so passionate about certain things, and they be like, call it. And they on the table just foo, and they like, call it, let it go. Because after a while, when they do the medical, all these different types of things and review, them constant pumping on their chest trying to bring them back to life, they could crack their ribs, and now they got a lawsuit against the hospital. But because somebody's so passionate, and you could be the hospital, that you end up returning or trying to communicate or converse with somebody or something to say, well, I didn't mean it. Because this is an issue that's not with others who just come to take from you, but it's like an issue within. So that's why I said that's what it is. It was getting there. I told you, it gets there. So it's like an issue within. So that's 9 of Cups energy. I'm going to keep saying, do you see it? Do you see it? Look at that little kid sitting there. Could be inner child issues. You see she's in her ballet shoes sitting there. My mommy said they was going to come to my recital. I wonder why they didn't show. Like, that's what it kind of gives me like that. And it's like over time sitting there. Why they didn't call my name? Why they didn't do this? It's like they're sitting there, but it's not sitting there with faith or expectations. Like, look at her face. It's pouty. It's like, oh, man. Or viewing others. Because the 6 of Wands energy, you hear me say reverse, those people who are around to entice you to do those sense of things, they're nowhere to give you that sense of support to say, man, you look pretty dapper. 4 of Pentacles. But it's all about you. It just gives me like an inner worth, though. Like, it may seem bad because I'm calling this out, though. And I told you I'm emotionally biased a little bit for somebody else, but this was on the card, though. But it's an internal type battle that goes on within. So I can't say that, though. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? I can say that. I can be honest. But you got Temperance, 2 of Cups, the Empress, and the 5 of Cups. Like, this is you. You hear me say? Learning to be complete within self. Being whole with or without a person. Know how to be kind, nurturing, parental type issues. Or with self. Like, no matter what went on behind you, or what was in front of you, or what you didn't have, or what you did not nourish, or what you did not cherish, this is the time to say, I'm going to take those time and I'm going to work on it now. Like, even though it may sound insane, but insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and wondering why it does not work. So the 4 of Pentacles, you hear me say, is letting go of this old mind frame of situations where we talked about the crown chakra. Could be the heart, but it's kind of right there next towards the throat. She does have glasses on, though. So I'd say something blocking the vision, but she probably needs that too, see? Anywho. And then you got the 2 of Pentacles. So you hear me say that's like lower bottom where do you hear me say that's sacra, that serpent thing, sacra. So it could be like sexual traumas, unhealed situations, urges, outlets, all those different types of things that need to just be shaken out. Shake it off. Shake it off. I was going to sing a whole nother song. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. I don't know why I was going to say that. I really was. Because the haters gonna hate. Alright, I'm done. Hate, 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 hate. One more time. And the niggas gonna fake, baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Damn. These cards like flip, 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 flip. It's cause like you want to do it, but you're like, no, chapter close. Yeah. I'm telling y'all. Ooh. Oh man, they're gonna card I was talking about. Shakers gonna fake, 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 and the haters gonna hate, 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 hate. Ooh, I knew that Queen of Wands was gonna come out. I knew it was. I knew it was. Ooh. Shake it off. Shake it off. I'm trying to get them all out. Shake it off. Shake it off. Oh, oh. Shake it off. Alright, I think I'm done. I think that's it though, because I ain't gonna flip no more after this. We just gonna see what's on the bottom. Woo! Shake it off. Shake it off. Oh, oh. Shake it off. Alright, that's done. I ain't taking no more. I'm trying to get as much as I can. Emperor! There we go. You hear me talk about that fire sign energy? That's that control thing. I need to be cool, calm, and relaxed. But when it comes to the emotional issues, I won't know if I really want to communicate it because I got so much self-restraint that I block myself emotionally and mentally when it comes to the things that I need. All the things that I need. Trying to pick these up. All right. Set those there. Anywho, you got 7 of Wands, the Fool reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles. This could be you hear me say, when it comes to you taking a faith, stepping out on you, moving on, healing, putting yourself out in a situation, recovering, like taking a risk when it comes to feeling like you're ostracized and being crucified in those type of matters. It could be in the home or feeling like you're outside of those indifferences of wanting to go outside, or you just don't fit in with the pack. It's kind of like when it comes to you saying, I'm going to actually heal or do certain things. So you could be working with somebody like this, don't know. But it could be like matters of this energy to where it's kind of like you don't want to take the risk. Like the risk of being vulnerable. Like that's what it gives me. Like vulnerability, honesty. Like it really does. And you got Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Like it's that Virgo energy. I need to do good. I need to feel good. I got to be focused. I got to know. Like that. No, I have to learn. And it's kind of like the logic. Because one of y'all may got a lot of air in y'all chart. That's all I got to say. Or somebody got a lot of fire. It's like water, air, or cups. That might be the main thing dominating your chart. But, what I say? Water, air, and fire. Yep. Because you got everything is fine. 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Like, that's the reality of, no, I don't want to do any self-work or interest. I'm fine. This is it. It's not okay. Like, I'm going to pretend like everything is okay about where I am or happiness or with self or with others, not knowing that I possibly, not saying like don't fit in or things don't emotionally blend for you, but it's the need and the night energy on, oh yeah, I'm going to go in because this is the 8 of Pentacles. Taking time, find out what you like, learning, taking up some courses, study. 10 of Cups. Doing what's best for you in your dynamic. Who are you, like, outside of this 10 of Cups energy? These people that is dysfunctional, but you're used to this dysfunctional type thing. That's why I said this is giving me, like, learned behaviors. Sorry, don't get mad at me. It really is. It's the dysfunction. Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the 2 of Swords. Yeah, that's that. You hear me say that Queen of Wands energy and the Lovers and the 2 of Swords. That's like energy to where somebody is like they're not accountable for certain things. Like when the truth comes out, they can't be accountable. Like they can't. Like that's the Queen of Swords. Like Queen of Wands energy is like, yeah, okay, let's go shopping, knowing that you ain't got no money, but you will max out your credit card and then won't care. Your friend call you and she broke, but you know she rich or she's more financially stable, has a sense of support. She don't give a fuck because in that moment she wanted what she want. And this could be like the people around you or situations or self-reflecting these sense of behaviors. So it's kind of like, yeah, somebody kind of feel a little bit guilt when they're doing things for them. So that's where the dysfunction in others reflect onto them. That's what's kind of weird though. But it's somebody, you hear me say, when it comes to you or a sense of love or relationship, somebody has no boundaries. Somebody has no boundaries. Love is not a license for abuse. I would say that. I'm just saying. Don't shoot me. 4 of Cups. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups, and the King of Swords. Yes, yes, yes. That's why I said it's got something to do with emotional matters and you trying to use too much logic and think too much. Four of Cups, you hear me say, even though it's a sense of regret, it's kind of like the, here you go. Like, you know how somebody, like, you would give to somebody thinking they left out, but they really not. And then you hear me say, this is like that, here you go. You hear me say, it also gives me that you can dish it, you can take it. Like, here you go. And it's like, I don't want it. But if you look at it, though, look at that face. I'm going to put it there. Look at that pouty face. Let's goes back to 9 of Cups, to where you're looking for your wishes to be fulfilled, needing to see. So it's the same emotion, that same pouty face. I'm trying to keep it still. That same pouty face that when it came to wanting to get a sense of fulfillment. So you have to be mindful. You're trying to get these emotional reactions and situations from people that you don't end up getting your feelings hurt. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the King of Swords. Like, this is being very illogical when it comes to the emotions and situations of matters of the heart. Page of Cups, you hear me say that's your inner child, that is Piscean energy, the sinister type behavior. You hear me say that could be like Piscean energy is a sister sign, so that's kind of like the romanticist, the idealistic, sees things from a different perspective, to where you may feel emotionally burnt out. So when it comes to you taking time to go within, it is hard. Oh, y'all video will be long. Then it go to the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. Like, that's dishonesty. That's not truthfulness. Like, that's not clarity. That's not thinking properly. Like, you hear me say, that's that troublemaking spirit. Like, the emotions, like, it just gives me like somebody can't sit too long on their own emotions. And then it's like, oh, let me go do this. But because of the Piscean energy, it's like sinister. Like, I'm telling you, like, look at those eyes. Like, this is Piscean eyes. Yay. Like that type of energy. Wait a minute. I'm trying to focus at you. Can you see it? Wait a minute. Do I need to lean it back? Anywho, what you see, it's like those big dreamy eyes. It's like those big dreamy beautiful eyes, or whatever the case may be, or just like, yes, like, you don't know my intention of what I'm trying to do. So it's like that. So it's kind of like thinking too long and doing illogical decisions has put you in a sense of regret. So let's just see so I can wrap it up, because she really about to get on my fucking nerves hollering in this goddamn background like I'm not doing a fucking reading. But Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. That's why I said this here, like, it's a decision, you hear me say, when it comes to self and understanding, because this is all about having control over you, like needing to learn how to heal, to fix, and learn how to be emotionally aware, but not always so emotionally driven to where it makes the decisions for you. Like, this is where you hear me say, if it's relationship, teamwork, projects, or building with other people, this energy is more rooted into you recognizing that if you don't know how to coexist with other people, have control issues, it's kind of like you got to know that, like, they wants help make that as well. It's not always you. You get what I'm saying? Because when you're working in a teamwork, it's kind of like these two, oh, you was looking for this, oh, I got this. But because when you're so used to operating in Emperor energy or running a business or whatever the case may be, it's like you don't have no value for them, because it's like, bitch, I got it too. Like, you know? So it's kind of like that, being emotionally accountable, to where it's kind of like, this really just gives me self-sabotaging, like, before I go. And I'm not trying to put y'all on the ground. Look at this. This is where you hear me say the 2 of Wands come in. It comes from the masculine energy or the support from somebody else, right? Okay, I'm making a decision. Yeah, all right, I'll go over there. This fit. The feminine energy gets mad and take 3. Look at it, 3. And it's just one there standing. And the one could be you, or it could be just the failure of this. So that's what it is. It's kind of like, you know, you see somebody have attention. No, I'm taking all my crayons. You ain't playing with my crayons. And it's like, okay, well, we still got some more. I just gave you 2. So it's kind of like shortchanging. You hear me say, when that energy of somebody just not being reciprocal, that's just it. Not reciprocating. So other than that, though, you guys, that's why I said, oh, I knew it. I said Page of Cups, 7 of Cups, and 10 of Wands. It's like being emotionally blind, fears, anxiety, wanting to see the truth. It's kind of like you may have been getting some usher of truth when it comes to you, but it's like coming up with a mask that you don't want to actually deal with it, to where now it has become so emotionally draining that it slows you down when it comes to actions. So physically, you may be like, oh, I'm so tired, I need to rest. When you try to rest, you're not really getting rest. So this is where you find yourself in the midst of chaos with different people that actually bring you down energetically more. So that's what I said. Yeah, that's it though. But Virgos, I think that is it. You hear me say sacral chakras you need to be working on possibly is your sacral, your crown, and your pineal gland. So that's it. You can listen to some of those meditative things and see as a download. You can see what it is that you get from your downloads. So other than that, that's it.